Hi, I'm Ron Calzone, and I'm a client and supporter of Missouri's premier liberty-focused public interest law firm, the Freedom Center of Missouri. I live about an hour south of Jefferson City, where I raise my children and sometimes my grandchildren. I raise cattle there too, and I operate a manufacturing business I founded over 35 years ago. I've really been blessed. In fact, we've all been blessed with a constitutional republic in which the people are in charge. One where the government was created by people who declared that its primary purpose is to secure individual liberty and ensure justice. And then the people built constitutional fences to limit government's power so the defender of liberty wouldn't become the chief destroyer of liberty, as has happened in almost every society in history. About 20 years ago, I decided that I needed to do my part in maintaining the system that had been such a blessing to my family. It's true, unless each of us act as watchdogs over the powers we've entrusted to the state, the blessing will become a curse. So I started spending a lot of time watching the legislative process in Jefferson City. I've never been paid to do this work, and I don't give gifts or money to the office holders. And all I ask of legislators is that they focus on securing our liberty. Too often, I didn't like what I saw. Special interests, I like to call them selfish interests, are there for quite a different purpose. They line the halls of the Capitol building with open checkbooks and gifts seeking favors from government. There are also a lot of good people with good motives, but people who simply don't understand the proper role of government. The result is a lot of pressure on office holders to pass laws that undermine our liberty rather than protect it. Often such laws are unconstitutional, but without the people acting as watchmen, they go unchallenged. I'm not alone in my vigil. Scores of patriotic Missouri citizens regularly watch over the legislative process. Together, we've been very successful stopping liberty-stealing legislation and exposing corruption. As you can imagine, that sometimes makes some powerful people very mad. You may have heard about the attempt by some of them to make an example out of me. They are trying to make me, and other citizen activists like me, register and fill out reports just like the paid professional lobbyists. In essence, they want us to get a government-issued license just to keep an eye on our own employees. With no regard for our core rights to freedom of speech and the right to petition the government for a redress of grievances, they want us to have to ask permission from the state before we can attempt to influence the process by which the laws our family have to live under are made. These selfish interests thought that by filing a complaint with the Missouri Ethics Commission, they could scare me and other citizen activists off, since it's usually an expensive and drawn-out process to fight an unjust decision by the Ethics Commission. But they didn't count on our commitment to preserving liberty, and they didn't count on us having a secret weapon. Of course, our secret weapon was the Freedom Center of Missouri. Dave and Jennifer Rowland didn't hesitate to step up in defense of not just my rights, but the right of all Missouri volunteers to act as watchdogs over the people they send to Jefferson City. Teamed up with the Institute for Free Speech, they've spent a multitude of hours fighting a legal battle few of us could afford if they weren't doing it for free. They're doing it not just for me, but in order to maintain the foundational principles of this constitutional republic that has been a blessing to all of us. The Freedom Center has been winning key court battles, but they do more than that. With level-headed reason, they've been educating citizens and public officials about the ideals of individual liberty that will only survive to future generations if we do our part now. Today is Giving Tuesday. Please make an investment in liberty and our future by donating to the Freedom Center of Missouri. Please also share the Freedom Center's Giving Tuesday fundraiser on your own Facebook timeline using the hashtags Giving Tuesday and GiveMoFreedom. On behalf of the Freedom Center and all of its clients and future generations who will benefit from their work, a special thank you to those who have already given or who will become supporters of this critical work.